Hi, my name is Jessica Mendiola. I go to Archbishop Riordan High School, and my role is minutes taker.
Hello, my name is Matthew Candler, and I'm going to San Jose State in the fall, and I'm the director for my group, Vaccine Hesitancy.
Hi, my name is Dominic Varengo. I go to Sacred Heart Cathedral, and I will be the editor for my group.
Hello, my name is Christopher Castro. I go to Ida B. Wells High School, and my role for the project is to be the video editor. Today I'm interviewing Emmanuel Chivaria. So the questions I have for you today is, what are your thoughts on taking the vaccine?
Personally, I'm not in favor of taking the vaccine at this point. I think it's too early, and I think they're rushing and pushing it and then try to enforce it on everybody, and that just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Do you have concerns about taking the vaccine?
My only concerns are that it's just too early to really take it. I know that like the 1 in a million cases of somebody getting maybe like an allergic to reaction or some heart failure, but that still is a possibility. Even if it's super small, I just don't feel like taking it.
Do you think wearing double masks is just as effective as getting vaccinated?
I think wearing double masks is as effective as getting vaccinated. For example, like the people who don't believe in the vaccine or don't want to get it due to health concerns can take this other option as wearing masks. And studies have shown that it's actually prevented the spread of coronavirus just as much as vaccines will. So the point, it's kind of pointless to get the vaccine when you can just wear the mask or social distance. But I think it's just as effective as the vaccine.
Tonight, the CDC is out with new evidence that shows just how important it is that your mask fits in helping to protect you from the virus. The CDC conducted experiments to assess 2 ways of improving the fit of masks. First, wearing a medical procedure mask and then fitting a cloth mask over it. Second, wearing a medical procedure mask and knotting the ear loops, then tucking in the extra material close to the face. Each scenario could reduce the risk of transmission by more than 95%.
The bottom line is this: masks work, and they work best when they have a good fit and are worn correctly.
Do you feel the requirement of being vaccinated to do certain things is a violation to your rights as a human and American citizen?
For sure, I think everybody has a right to choose whether they want to get vaccine or not, and it's a complete violation.
Awesome, thank you, Emmanuel.
Sure.
Do you have any concerns about taking the vaccine?
My only concern is that the vaccine was kind of rushed and hasn't been tested as thoroughly as others.
Is it possible that all California school staff and eventually students will be required to get a COVID vaccine?
Well, any requirement would have to come from a legislative act. That has not been introduced in our legislature.
At the state level, Thurmond says there has been no discussion about requiring COVID vaccines in schools once they're fully approved by the FDA. Student Andrea Shack-Carter is vaccinated herself, but not so sure she wants anyone to be forced into getting the shot.
I would feel good about it, but at the same time, if students are not comfortable getting vaccinated, then you can't force them.
Hello, my name is Matthew Candler.
My name is Jared.
And today I'm going to ask you if you believe people who work with vulnerable populations should have the choice to be vaccinated. All right. So question 1, what are your thoughts on taking the vaccine?
I personally do not like the vaccine. I feel like it's still too early to have it as a mandate, as something that's mandatory for everyone to do. There's not enough testing that I believe has been done with the vaccine in order to make it mandatory.
All right. Question 2. If you are comfortable sharing, have you received the vaccine?
I have not actually gotten the vaccine, no.
All right. Do you have concerns about taking the vaccine?
One of the biggest concerns, this was on the news a little while ago, but there were rare cases of heart inflammation with people, generally with teens, which is even scarier. And being somebody who isn't, somebody who is not considered within the at-risk age, meaning the older folks or the infants, and being somebody who was considered healthy, being a part of that risk now, like after taking the vaccine possibly, is very concerning.
Does your work require the vaccine?
So I applied for a job not too long ago, and one of the main questions that were asked, one of the first questions that were asked were if I was vaccinated, and I said no for that, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get the job for that reason.
Do you or someone you know have health conditions that prohibit you from taking the vaccine?
There are many elderly people that I know of, also people who have problems such as asthma, not being able to breathe. And one of the side effects of the vaccine is actually, trouble breathing. I believe that was one of the symptoms of like taking the vaccine, or one of the side effects. And I do know people that have taken the vaccine that do have those symptoms, and they have experienced those symptoms, as well as some people who are too scared or just don't want to take the vaccine because they don't want to experience those side effects.
Do you believe the vaccine is the most efficient way to stop COVID-19?
So no, I don't. There was the Spanish flu that did not have the vaccine, as well as the Black Plague, which didn't have the vaccine. They did other types of remedies such as bloodletting and other things like that, and it has helped them. Also using heat to kill off the bacteria when the Black Plague was a thing. So I feel like the vaccine isn't the main way to, or isn't like the best way to get rid of COVID in general.
All right. And final question here. Do you feel the requirement of being vaccinated to do certain things is a violation of your rights as a human and American citizen?
Definitely. I mean, of course, in America, this is considered by other people outside of the U.S. to be the land of the free, and the fact that we aren't able to be free in terms of letting us do what we want with our bodies, and being mandated and having it mandatory to get a vaccine is very much a violation of our freedom as an American.
Do you or someone you know have health conditions that prohibit them from taking the vaccine?
Yes, I know a few people.
9. Do you believe wearing 2 masks is just as effective as getting the vaccine?
It could be. I am not sure.
Number 10. Do you feel the requirement of being vaccinated to do certain things is a violation of your rights as a human and or American citizen?
Biggest rulemaker of them all, the federal government, which in this case actually has pretty limited powers expressly spelled out in the Constitution.
There isn't in the Constitution the power to protect the public health.
Yes, if a vaccine is required, I think that that could count as a violation to one's right of body, and yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for sharing.